Hey, we're gonna go over the ice cream keychain project that was in the mini maker and the big sewer bags this week. The week is March 23rd to 27th. You should have a brown piece like this. You should have a pink piece like this, a ribbon, and a keychain ring. You will have a needle and embroidery thread from last week's bag, so you can reuse that. The first thing we're gonna do is I threaded my needle, and let's review how we knot. We take the end, and you can either do a single strand or you can bring the other end of the string so that your needle is in the middle, like in the center, and tie the two ends together. That's good for a younger sewer, but my older sewers know how to sew like this. So we're going to make a loop, and then you're gonna put the tail through the loop one time, and then 2 times, because that gives you a bigger knot, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're gonna add sprinkles. So that's just, you can choose the size, but you're gonna pull it and just make little straight stitches at different angles to make it look like there are sprinkles on your ice cream. If you don't have a color thread that you want for sprinkles, but you have tiny beads, you can put beads on there. You could also glue little pom-poms. Last resort, and not anything that I really like, you could mark it with Sharpie. I know I don't like that, but all you kids love that. What else could we do? I mean, if you're feeling crazy, you can make them out of clay. Don't pull too tight. You want to pull until it stops so that we don't have any like loops like this one I just made. But if you pull too tight, it's gonna scrunch up. So you wanna pull just until it stops, and then move on to the next stitch. Tie the knot, you go under a stitch you made close by, and then you're gonna go through the loop and pull, and then go under that. You've made a loop. Before you close it, you stick your needle through it. You can do that 2 or 3 times to make a knot, and then you'll cut it. Okay, the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna line up. See how that doesn't line up? That's because this is not a symmetrical piece, so try flipping that over. If you have a little extra brown showing, you can trim it when you're all done. And you're gonna pin with 1 or 2 pins, which you should all have now. Okay? And then I'm gonna thread my needle with pink. Again, if you think that another color excites you more, go for it. There's no rules. If you like it, that's the right thing. All right, I'm gonna knot it. Now, before we go, we're gonna take this ribbon and you're gonna fold it in half. Wait, put the key ring on there first, oops, and fold it in half. And again, it's up to you how much ribbon you want showing. I only want a little bit showing, so I'm gonna stick it way down in there. And then one of my pins is gonna hold the ribbon in the middle between the 2 layers of felt, okay? So I'm gonna start from the bottom, and I'm gonna do a straight stitch all the way around, a running stitch. If you get caught up, just take a deep breath and unloop it. If you accidentally do a whip stitch, you can, like I just did, I wasn't even trying to mess up. Go with it, I don't like it. You can unthread your needle and just pull that stitch out. Rethread your needle. If you are using the method where you tie both of the ends together and knot them, you're gonna back the needle out by the eye first. So you pull the needle until it was like this, and you wanna hold your project so that your needle's perpendicular, and then you pull the thread so that the eye can come through straight like that. Have fun. If you do, let's see. little knot. There shouldn't be a knot that you can't just pull out. All right, so when I get to the ribbon here that's holding the keyring on, you want to go make sure that you have one stitch that comes up through the ribbon and one stitch that goes down also through the ribbon. It'll be a very small stitch. And you could even do that again. The big sewers will know this as a tack stitch. All right, and then you're gonna complete this by continuing around. When you get back to here, you're gonna end on the bottom, and you can knot the two tails together and cut them. And then you're done, you have a keychain.